Hi everyone, I'm Mel.
I'm Priscilla, and in this debate we'll be pro technology usage in the healthcare field by using the example in this week's article regarding internet usages and tracing them back to opioid addictions.
I'm Maricel.
I'm Kerrie.
And we're going to be talking about the second article of this week's video, and we're going to be presenting information about the cons of just using PA technology when evaluating and analyzing patients.
Alright, so a little summary about our article, which talks about using internet searches to track heroin and opioid addictions. Was really interesting because it found that just using some key terms that people searched, like brown sugar, China white, codeine, methadone, and oxymorphine on an internet search-based engine like Google, can actually be used to track heroin and opioid addiction users who don't really feel like they should receive access from a healthcare provider given their situation, and most likely lack of healthcare providers that understand their needs and are willing to use their addiction in a good way to come up with a treatment plan.
So the second article mainly talks about how predictive analytics or PA technology is helpful when physicians are looking for data that can support their solution or decision while making a clinical decision. But this kind of technology shouldn't be the only thing that is being used when analyzing or evaluating a patient. They also raise this question about if PA technology should be able to give data for further discussion or a definitive answer to for a solution.
Alright, so we believe that our article poses a great example as to why internet and technology expansion should be continued to be grown in the field of healthcare. The opioid addiction has been something that has been a difficult battle for healthcare professionals for so long, and it's been very difficult for them to get a grasp on fixing it with solutions and healthcare goals, because it's just such a difficult thing to track. But with such expansion in internet and technology, we can use that to kind of finally work towards solution to such a big problem such as the opioid addiction.
And adding what Mel said, I believe something that can even help with this article or add on to it is that maybe we can, or maybe this research can go back and instead of doing or tracking searches with those keywords that are related to opioids, maybe they can track symptoms or any other key related terms or searches that maybe then we can find more patients or users that come in who want to remain anonymous regarding like their drug usage.
And then this could also be used as like a regional search-based engine to track what certain regions are affected by certain epidemics the most. For example, a lot of low-income areas are suffered most by opioid addictions, and through internet technology and expansion, we can find that stuff out, which is really helpful in solving the problem to the opioid addiction.
With PA technology, there's the potential for misuse, bias, and less equity if it's not used properly. This technology shouldn't interfere with individualized patient-centered care. For example, if a PA model recommends against offering a certain medical procedure to improve the overall health of a population or reduce healthcare costs, it could be at odds with an individual patient's needs and preferences. And it could also conflict with a physician's obligation to advocate for the best interests of the patient.
So to add on to what Priscilla and Mel said about the opioid crisis, I think it's best to have a face-to-face evaluation with a physician and the patient, because for certain cases with this opioid crisis, usually patients have depression, which causes the opioid addiction, and this kind of analysis shouldn't be replaced with PA technology that provides a definitive answer, because I think, well, all patients are different.
Thanks for watching.
Bye. See you next week.